Lance Mizumoto, Roberta Mayer, Ray LaRue, Ossie Selber, Ray Rinaldi, Diane Ravitch, Catherine Payne, distinguished guests, educators, aloha. Aloha. It is quite a pleasure to be here this morning. We are so fortunate to have such a high caliber of speakers. I'm looking forward to learning and engaging in discussions to help improve education in Hawaii. I'd like to take a moment and just share with you a few thoughts on education. And I'm not going to talk about air conditioning. I will leave that to the governor, so please tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. for his State of the State address. In today's world, we can no longer rely on the past as a precise guide for the future of education. Our students will work in jobs that have not been yet created, and they will be creating jobs for others. So we need to develop in them a sense of curiosity, so they ask questions, and this will lead to creativity and that sense, that spirit of entrepreneurship that is so essential in developing our innovation economy. Further, after traveling quite a bit, I've learned that our world is getting smaller and smaller with each new social media device or effort. Therefore, we need to see that our students become competent in this global market. They must learn to understand and appreciate other cultures and learn how to develop those people-to-people relationships that will be even more critical in our future generations. But how do we make some of those transitions? Both Dara Galera and Catherine Payne alluded to the fact that the stars are aligned for change. And one of those elements is the new Every Student Succeeds Act, the ESSA, which gives us the opportunity to re-examine what we're doing today. I'd like to share, first, testing cannot drive our curriculum. Today, our youth are expected to perform and solve problems. And let me tell you, I've learned that happens first in the job interview. It's quite different now. So we need to spend the time to develop strong curriculums that allow students to create, explore, fail, and figure out what to do next. I've heard statistics that 90% of our entrepreneurs fail before they even succeed. This means we need to teach our children how to use failure to drive them to do even better. Can you imagine if our world, if Bill Gates and Steve Jobs gave up before they succeeded, and how different our world would be? Therefore, we need vigorous discussions on alternatives to testing, perhaps using the ACT to measure high school performance, since we do this already. These tools are valuable only if we use them as formative measures of growth. Second, we need to have a true innovation fund. This is not a new or novel idea. We have remarkably creative administrators and teachers, and they should have access to funds that allow them to plan, test, and implement new programs that address areas such as STEM, entrepreneurship, cybersecurity, global education, and more. If we believe that we should empower those closest to our students, closest to the students who make decisions, then we need to provide them with adequate resources to get the job done. We should look to not only closing the achievement gap, but as some writers say, we should also look at closing the creativity gap. And finally, innovative work needs to be recognized and shared. I, together with a group of educators, are developing a recognition program that will highlight outstanding efforts of administrators, teachers, and faculty in the schools. So please be on the lookout for this program. It should be announced shortly. Right, Daryl? Let me tell you, over the past year, chair, I have learned that solutions and new ideas are not quite simple and quick to implement. But we need to commit to that first step, and we need to be persistent. Today, this morning, we are so fortunate to be among teachers, administrators, students, parents, policymakers, and experts to engage in meaningful discussions with that common goal of making education better for our students. So together, let's step forward for our children and for the future. Thank you and have a great day.